Good afternoon, Fantasy Now Plus fam. It's your boy Josh Kimmel. That's right. It is the Wednesday Showdown show with my co-host and boss Justin Bowerly. We have some, I would just say, very strong matchups to discuss today to help you win your round 2 of your fantasy football playoffs. So stick around. Justin, start the show.
You're watching the Start Sit Showdown only on Fantasy Now Plus.
I know. I just when the lights went on, Justin's face took a 180 and it made me smile. So I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I hope Justin's happy to be here today. We have a magical, wonderful, amazing show to get through today. We have some playoff matchups, some tough matchups. We have decisions to make. So, with that being said, we got no time to waste. We want to get to everybody's questions today. We know this is high priority, win or go home territory. If you made it this far into the season, congratulations. We're glad to help. If you want more help or want more access to more tools or more communication with the experts here at Fantasy Now Plus, make sure you join our Discord, fantasynowplus.com, or no, chat.fantasynowplus.com. I'm going to get that one day. Social media, follow us if you're there. If you're a degenerate and on social media, follow us everywhere at Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff, fantasynowplus.com. Make sure you follow the guys at Finn's Talk Sports Network. They'll be breaking down Quinn Ewers or Zach Wilson or Tua, whatever that situation is over there. Make sure you follow the guys at Finn's Talk Sports Network. They are one of our favorite people because they allow us to stream on their network as well. Justin, how have you been, my guy? How did waivers treat you?
Waivers are doing just fine. Quinn Ewers came in about 20 minutes too late for me to get him in a league, so I have to wait till tomorrow when everybody else has already seen the news. I have Tua in that league. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. What's not fine are these matchups because I think they're a little tough. So let's get right into it. Let's not BS the audience. Let's start big with the quarterback position. We have Matthew Stafford playing tomorrow night. I know you said don't pick Thursday night players anymore. I'm sorry. This is a good matchup. He's going against a very tough team. And then we have the CJ Stroud led Houston Texans going against another tough matchup. So with that being said, CJ Stroud or Matthew Stafford, Justin, they're both, again, tough matchup. Stafford has the Seahawks. And of course, we have, where did it go? How did I already lose? How did I already lose? Stroud's playing the Las Vegas Raiders. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Raiders at home.
Yep. So that's not a tough matchup. But hold on. I meant to say he hasn't been great, but he has a cake matchup. That's what I try to do this week with the whole. We have an MVP candidate against a very tough defense and a very kind of lackluster season from Stroud, but very cake defense. So, Justin, I'm going to let you start.
Oh, I get to start? Okay.
Yeah, you get you went 4-0. You're undefeated. You're on top of the standings.
I went 1-3 last week. Actually, Brian in the chat is in first place in the standings. He should be on this show, not. Never mind. Yeah, so I told you this morning that I didn't even look at any of these matchups until this morning when I was creating our little banners underneath us. So I honestly have not looked at this at all. So going off vibes, who got us here? But you know, CJ Stroud, yeah, I understand he's got the Raiders this week, and that should be a very sound matchup. I think Sean said that he's got Nico Collins ranked wide receiver 1 this week because of that. So, and Javonte Adams might miss some time. Might not be fully back. He's considered, I think, either day to day or week to week. It's one of the two. I think it's week to week. But Matthew Stafford has been killing it. I assume no Adams tomorrow night. Absolutely, I assume. So that means Puka, Kobe Parkinson, Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, all still players that I would take over Nico Collins. I'm sorry, but it's true. I would take all of those players over Nico Collins right now. Or anybody who Woody Marks, the one running back that has now had 11 rushing attempts in his entire career and has one game he's played over those two guys, like I'm going to take Matthew Stafford here. He has been slinging it. I talked about yesterday how on our our waiver show. What show am I talking about tomorrow? Yesterday, our waiver show that Jameis Winston, since he's been back in the NFL, back in a starting role this season, he has been one of the most consistent players. But if we want to talk about one of the most consistent players all season, it is Matt Stafford, who has scored about 20 points every single game this season. I'm going Stafford.
Yeah, pretty much hit everything on the head there. CJ Stroud, look, it's cool that he's got the cool matchup and the cake matchup, honestly, the better matchup. But at the end of the day, I don't really trust CJ Stroud whatsoever. He's only been a top, 12 quarterback this season 3 times. I don't think I want to trust that in my playoff matchup. If this was maybe week 13, week 11, I think I could go for it. In a ride or die situation with a subpar, I'm not going to call him a subpar quarterback because I think he's better in real life than fantasy. But as a subpar fantasy football quarterback, where he could throw under 50% against the Kansas City Chiefs like he did, and things can get out of hand. I'm not really feeling CJ Stroud. Stafford is a much safer option. He's potentially and should be the MVP of the league. It's so funny how far we've come. His back problems. He's not going to play. He's crippled. He's going to be in a wheelchair. Well, he's one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. I think he's around 37 touchdowns or on pace for that. It looks like Justin, I didn't do much research today. Christmas is here, guys. I got, no, but to be fair, Stafford is one of, or should be the MVP of the league. Whereas CJ Stroud, he's more of a QB2 with QB1 upside. And in my playoff matchup in a single quarterback league, I don't want a QB2 with QB1 upside. I want a QB1 with like the floor of him being QB8 or 9 on the week. So CJ Stroud is not a start for me. It's going to be Matthew Stafford, even on Thursday Night Football. How gross is that? How gross.
Brian did say to just ping him for the correct answer each week. And he said Stroud feels good. And he's dunked on the cake matchups all season.
Oh, yes? He's dunked on the cake matchups all season?
Apparently.
No, he has. He's done well. It's just how well do you want and what do you need in your playoff matchup? If you're in the playoffs, you obviously need to score a ton of points because you're playing against other elite teams. I don't know if your quarterback scoring 12 points this week is going to be enough for you. I don't see Stafford scoring 12 points, even against a tough Seattle defense. That being said, I guess did I miss the Tua talk? We're not talking Tua today. I guess we will after if we do. We just want to keep this the matchups.
Also, Michael, you are in the right place. Just stick around. 12:30. We will answer all of your questions. Or yeah, we'll get to your questions. Ask them in the chat. We'll get to them. Promise.
We will get to all of them. All of them. I don't like that my plan was to go against you every single player so I can catch up.
You think I was going to pick CJ Stroud?
I think you get cute sometimes.
Oh, come on. Cute was last week when we picked Jackson Dart over Trevor Lawrence over Mr. 46 points.
That's not cute. That was logical. That's not cute. That was logical.
Cute was all right. Bucky Irving over Jonathan Taylor, who had no quarterback and was expected to touch the ball at least 30 times last week. That was cute. Running backs, right?
Yes, Javonte Williams, the resurgence of Javonte Williams this season. He gets to go against the LA Chargers. And then, of course, we have Travis Etienne, who nobody really is talking about. He gets the Denver Broncos. Why do you think no one's talking about Travis Etienne? I don't understand it. I truly don't understand why he's getting no talk. He's been
my assumption is just that, he kind of fell off. Everybody got into Tootin.
Who?
Bigsby, who isn't even on the team anymore. All of these players, they talk, trade talks about Travis Etienne being traded away from the Jaguars all season, and then they just kind of forgot about him altogether, and he's been killing it.
That's why we stay off social media, people. That's why we stay off social media, because there's these stigmas that come out on these players, and they're hard to shake. It's like Etienne has been one of the top guys, at least this season. He's number 10 overall on the season. He's had back-to-back 20-point games. Last week, he scored 31 points. In between that, there was a 5.1 game, of course, but ever since his bye, he's been putting up 15 plus points every single week. To me, that's a running back one territory. He is going against a little bit of a tougher defense this week. But Javonte Williams is as well. Javonte is I can't explain this enough. He's overexceeded everyone's expectations of him, his career, I believe. He's already exceeded that after that brutal knee injury. But the Chargers are about a middle of a pack defense when it comes to the run. I feel like Dallas is such an up and down team. This could be a huge CD game. This could be a huge Pickens game. This could be a huge Javonte game. It could be a huge, I feel like they're an up and down team with their offensive players. But Javonte seems to be that one constant. Whereas I think Etienne, the Jaguars offense runs through him. I truly believe the offense runs through Etienne, and he's their most, I guess you would say, important or pivotal player on that offense. So just on that alone, kind of leaning towards Etienne, especially with the, amazing game since after the bye. So I'm going to go Etienne here against the Broncos. I'll say you, sir.
I'm also going to go against the Broncos with Travis Etienne this week. And I'm trying to remember the reasons why here. Denver's got a -3, according to DraftKings at home. So really, they're expecting a really, really close game because you always apparently get 3 points when you're at home. So Travis Etienne is not just a pure running back. Or rushing running back. He also gets heavily involved in the passing game. Javonte Williams, not as a little bit, but not as much. Whereas Javonte Williams is that pure runner for the team. They have a George Pickens, they have a Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, all those other guys. The Jaguars really do spread the ball out. Trevor Lawrence really does get the ball out with his own legs, but he also hands the ball off. He dumps the ball off to Etienne. Etienne can go down the field and make big catches. And they got Jacoby and everybody as well. The Jaguars have been able to spread it out a lot more, which they're going to need to do against Denver this week, and to really keep those the division in check there. So I'm going to Etienne here with a close game. I think Etienne's going to get more involved than Javonte will against the Chargers, who are going to have to probably score a lot of points to keep up with the Chargers this week.
And just keep in mind, since week 10, Etienne, 9 of his 12 touchdowns have come since week 10. So he has been hot, but you can correlate that to his red zone touches. He is 4th in the league at the running back position with the red zone touches. So those touchdowns you can call fluky. Think about that Raheem Mostert year, or Jamal Williams. Was it him? Yeah, Jamal Williams. Kamara had that one year where he scored 1,000 touchdowns. Touchdowns are very, very unpredictable. But when you look at the data and you go, well, team run plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars, well, they're 4th. They're 4th in the league at the most run plays per game. Etienne gets the 4th most red zone touches. Okay, that's awesome. They're a playoff team that are playing for something. That's awesome. Now you bring up his receptions. Etienne's only catching 2 catches a game. 2 catches a game. That's it. He is better as a pass catcher, but they're not utilizing him as a pass catcher. Yeah. If he gets those touchdowns and those red zone usage, that's where he's making his money this year. So keep that in mind when you are evaluating these running backs and you look at touchdown and touchdown regression just in the future. The touchdowns can be fluky, but look at the way they're utilizing them. And is it repeatable, or is it just kind of I would say like a Raheem Mostert year. That year was crazy. Never going to happen again. Whereas Etienne, he's consistent and he's part of that offense where he's going to grow. So I'm going Etienne. Gosh, I really want to go different than you. This sucks.
Well, we got 2 more chances.
I'm 1,000% going different with you on this one. 1,000%. We have a big matchup in the NFC South. So I chose the 2 top receivers in this matchup. We have big Mike Evans, who, if you were here last week, all the questions were, should we start Mike Evans? I did go 0-4 on the week, but I did tell everybody, yes, start Mike Evans. What are we doing? If he's healthy, start him. Justin was like, nah, he's a decoy. And I'm like, yeah, he might be a decoy. He wasn't a decoy, which is good to know now that we're in the playoffs and now that we're in the second round. So it's good to know. Then
I wanted to see that first. He hadn't played a game since week 3. I wanted to see it first.
I'm not talking trash, buddy. I'm just saying, like, it's good to see that. My whole point was it's good to see him coming back, and I had to throw in that whole jab because you threw in the jab that I went 0-4 last week. So,
I mean, you did. Extra facts.
You know, eye for an eye will all be blind, right? That's some book said that. I don't know. Tet McMillan, Carolina. I think some book said that. Tet McMillan, Carolina Panthers. He plays against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What are the Bucs known for this season? Just pop quiz. I'll give you the answer. Sucking at defense, even though they're off. Their head coach is apparently an amazing defensive coordinator. They give up big plays nonstop, left and right. Everybody has a career game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe Josh Allen had 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. I believe Kyle Williams' his only receptions in yardage, I believe, came in that Tampa Bay game where he was an amazing wide receiver. Just Kyle Pitts. It just seems like everybody has a game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it seems like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are unraveling before our very eyes. Baker Mayfield has been lackluster. Was that due to the offensive line falling apart, or Mike Evans getting hurt, or Chris Godwin not being the same person? Missing Jalen McMillan, that was huge. Missing Bucky Irving. All these factors go into it. Now they're kind of fully healthy. But their defense isn't. Their defense has been Swiss cheese all year. Tet McMillan has also fallen off of a cliff. If you looked at his numbers, he's kind of went down, and now their Coker's getting more involved. Chuba and Rico have been involved in the rushing game. Not Chuba last week, but it is what it is. All this to be said, it's put up or shut up time for both teams. Both teams need this. Ted is the clear number 1. And if you take all that data and look at what Tampa Bay can't do on the defensive side of the ball, this is looking for a very great matchup for Bryce Young in this Carolina Panthers offense. Adding to the fact that it's a kind of a revenge game with Canellis, the former offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just all in on Tet this week. I love Big Mike. Don't get me wrong. I would start both if I had both. But if you ask me who I'm ranking ahead of who, I'm ranking Tet McMillan ahead of Mike Evans. And it's for all the reasons I just stated. Todd Bowles is on a hot seat. Their defense is trash. Bryce is on the uprise. Tet's on the uprise. The Panthers are on the uprise. Everything's like they're 2 ships crossing the seas. Who's going to win the worst division in football? This year it's going to be the Panthers, and it's going to be because of Tet McMillan and Bryce Young. No, Baker's not. But Baker hasn't been healthy since like week 4.
Yeah,
for real life.
So 242.6. Do you know what that number is, Josh? You should know what that number is.
Let me know the number.
The amount of yards per game Mike Evans needs to get to 1,000 receiving yards on the season. He's got 3 more games to get 728 receiving yards.
Stop.
I believe it. That is 24.26 points alone in fantasy football. Now, will he hit 1,000 yards? No. Would it be really cool? Hell yeah, it will be for everybody that kept Mike Evans on their IR and didn't just drop him immediately as soon as he broke his collarbone in week 7. I think it would be great. I do have Mike Evans ranked above Tet McMillan, so spoiler alert, I'm going to go ahead and pick Mike Evans this week. If you look at Emeka Egbuka, he has you want to talk about a guy who's fallen off of a cliff? Emeka, since week 10, has scored 9, 6, 8, 3, and 10. At least Tet gets double-digit games still. We want to talk about Rookie of the Year. If we crowned Rookie of the Year in week 5, yeah, Egbuka is the Rookie of the Year. But Tet really has been the offensive Rookie of the Year, right? That's not
no.
Yeah,
not even close.
It's absolutely been the Rookie of the Year.
Neither of these players are offensive Rookie of the Year, really.
Well, if
But
we're
if
talking
you're
about those two wide receivers specifically, I guess we could talk about offensive rookie of the year at a different time. So that just leads me to show, Egbuka is really not the wide receiver that is taking enough away from Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield finally got his guy back. He showed it with 12 targets. He peppered him with 12 targets. Only brought in 6 of them, but peppered him with 12 targets last week, 132 yards. Didn't find the end zone. Do we expect Mike Evans to never find the end zone ever again this season? No. Does it start against Carolina Panthers this week against their old former offensive coordinator? Probably. I'm going to go with Mike Evans. I expect a huge game out of him on the road. The Buccaneers have to figure it out this week. If they don't figure it out this week, I guess you got Miami and then Carolina again in week 18. They have to turn it around, and I think that does start with a big game for Mike Evans.
Yeah, Buccaneers going to win 2 out of the last 3 games to win that division.
And they have the Panthers 2 of their last 3 games.
I know they do. Yeah, I obviously know that. I love what Brian said. Bryce has only thrown for 200 yards in just 3 times this season. Kyle Pitts has only received for 100 yards 1 time this season. I'm currently looking up Kyle Williams to see if he even has a catch on the season other than the Tampa Bay game. It's just fun, guys. It's a fun experiment.
Kyle Williams has 5 receptions this season. Yeah. He's never gotten 2 in a single game.
No. Tampa Bay, he crushed it. Anyway,
this man has 5 receptions on his career. He has 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I wish we all loved him. I love him. I wish he would get more involved. But it is what it is.
Next.
Lots more homes. All right, next matchup, tight ends. Tight ends. I hate tight ends. God, I hate tight ends. Especially these two. Like, I have disdain. Wait till Festivus comes around next week, guys. Cold brews and hot takes Monday morning. We will be celebrating Festivus. I warned you guys, and one of these two will be on that list of grievances. It'll be Mr. Kyle Pitts. For some reason, every single 6 seed I played in my double-digit playoff matchups, like I had a lot of playoff matchups, and every 6 seed had Pitts. It didn't make sense. It did not make sense.
I have Pitts as a 6 seed as well.
It didn't make sense. Everyone I played, when I was a 3 seed, I got crushed because of this piece of guy. And then Darren Waller exceeded my expectations of 17 catches. So congratulations, Darren Waller. I feel like this is an attack on me, these 2 matchups. Waller. I know
you picked this man.
I did it for the bit, brother. But I do think that Kyle Pitts, there's no way. But then I look on the other side, Darren Waller. There's no way. Why are we talking about these guys in a second round? Here's why. Because if you were bad and you were the 6 seed, you probably won because of these 2 players. And now you're facing the number 1 seed. So honestly, you need to find the person that's going to give you that advantage. Who that number 1 seed may have McBride or may have Ferguson, so you need to, like, for example, one of my matchups, I played against Pitts, Dirtbag Dave. I had McBride, he had Pitts. Like, I'm not supposed to lose that matchup, but I did. So you want to try to find the player to beat that guy, beat that person you're playing. It's going to be Darren Waller. And that's embarrassing. You add to the fact that there might be a rookie quarterback now taking over for Tua. I don't know if they've announced Ewers yet. We're assuming they did. Okay. They're assuming. Okay. So we know that Ewers is going to be the quarterback. And what's the trend? What do we all know? Tight ends are the best friend for the rookie quarterbacks. Darren Waller is their only red zone option. Look at their other players. There are not really any other options out there than Darren Waller. Add on to the fact that Cincinnati is horrendous against the tight end position. This is an optimal lineup. So what's going to happen, guys? He's probably going to bomb because I picked him. But it's the process. That's the right process. We can't fall for the Kyle Pitts 3-touchdown game against Tampa Bay, because if you did that, you would have been burnt by Kyle Williams. You wouldn't have been burnt by Josh Allen, but you get what I mean. You would have been burnt. I don't want you guys to get burnt by Pitts again, but secretly, selfishly, I want you to start Pitts because you don't deserve to be in the second round if you did start him last week. And that's coming out of my personal opinion. And yes, talking to you, Dirtbag Dave, and everybody else who beat me. So I'm going Darren Waller for that reason. You don't deserve to be in the second round. I do. Move on.
I was a little mad.
Pissed.
Yeah, I want to say Kyle Pitts here. I really do want to say Kyle Pitts because of the usage. I mean, the last 3 weeks he's had 20 total. I'm sorry, 30 total targets, and then he's going up against Arizona, who is not great. They allow the 7th most points to the tight end position. They seemingly haven't won a game in forever. I truly don't know when the last time the Cardinals won a game. And they could have. You don't hear about it. Jacoby Brissett does really well though. So I want to say Kyle Pitts here. I really do. But what are the chances that he even scores one more touchdown, let alone 3 in the semifinals? And then now you're tying your hands to Kyle Pitts to get you to the championship. And now we're looking at Darren Waller, who is just equally as gross. Like, what's the chances of him getting 2 more touchdowns? Actually, better than Kyle Pitts even scoring another touchdown, because Darren Waller has more 2-touchdown games than Darren Waller. I'm sorry, Darren Waller has as many 2-touchdown games as Kyle Pitts has touchdown games in general. Like, only 2 games. Darren Waller's at least found the end zone 4 games this season. He's only played 6. So, oh God, this is bad. The thing that leads me here is, points per game that the other team gives up, and the Cincinnati Bengals give up a lot. Second most to the quarterback position, first most to the running back position, first most to the tight end position. The only thing that they can stop is the wide receiver. So if we're thinking about, who is yours going to throw it to, it's going to be the running back, Etienne, or Darren Waller, the tight end. It's not going to be Jalen Waddle. It's not going to be Parker. No, Parker Washington is not the Malik Washington.
Malik.
Who are your wide receivers down in Miami?
Gunnar Helm,
Nick Westbrook Akine. Gunnar Helm is a tight end for the Titans.
That's what he says. Brian says he likes Gunnar Helm. Oh, loved. I'm sorry, loves. Again, I will say this: London, and Craig brought this up, and which I wanted to bring up. London is back in practice for the Atlanta Falcons. Mm-hmm. He's missed time. That's why Kyle Pitts is getting a lot of usage. If Drake London is back, I truly believe he's going to be hyper focused on.
Yeah,
and he's probably going to play
since week 11, and since then, Kyle Pitts has 35 targets since he's been out. So
keep that in mind as well. Darren Waller doesn't need a person to miss time or to come back for his status to be, I guess, changed. Whereas someone like Kyle Pitts clearly did in this situation, whereas Drake London missed time. That's when Kyle Pitts really came up into your fantasy lineups. I expect Drake London to be back for sure, and I expect Kirk Cousins to hyper focus on him. But I could expect Kyle Pitts to get some targets because he had to have built some kind of confidence with Kirk Cousins. But at the end of the day, Drake London is our top guy. And when he's in the lineup, he's going to be the top guy. Period.
Yeah. I hate that we've agreed again on 3 of these players. And usually I'm going to have to go back and do the stats when we agree on 3 players who. So. We did this last week. Wide receiver position was different. The other 3 were the same, and then we lost all of those. We lost every matchup that we agreed on, and then I won the wide receiver position last week. So.
But you know what? Last week was a funny week, man. The bad teams in the playoffs won, and the good teams lost. It was just a funny weekend overall. I'm not using that as an excuse, but it's definitely something that should be talked about. Last week was a stupid week for fantasy football. In my opinion, at least. I had bad weeks. All the superstars that should have been good sucked, and all the terrible players that terrible managers started were good. So I'm not disrespecting anyone that's still there, but if I didn't have a bye, I wouldn't be in the playoffs this week. I couldn't believe it. All the 6 seeds to beat me. I couldn't believe it. Festivus, baby. I can't wait till Monday. I didn't go off because Brian was on the show Monday, and I didn't want to show myself as a total moron, but I was pissed. I haven't been that mad about fantasy football since Robbie Anderson.
7 playoff teams, and the first seed gets the only bye, and the other 6 have to fight it out. I have a couple leagues.
My home league, the number 1 seed gets a bye, and the 5 other teams do a
battle royale. You talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, so that's cool. I don't mind that.
Was able to grab Kobe Parkinson. We got are we going Parkinson over Waller, or could the rookie possible target him a little extra. So speaking of Darren Waller, do you trust him more than Colby Parkinson, who has absolutely been killing it this year, at least the last couple of weeks?
I'm gonna go with Parkinson on this one.
Even on Thursday night, I
Even
think
on Thursday night,
with the potential of Javonte Adams missing it,
mhm.
it's going to be Puka and Parkinson, and I trust him a little bit more, even with the Seattle defense. Tyler Warren was still able to get open if Philip Rivers had played a game within 5 years. He might have been able to hit him a little bit more. So I would trust Parkinson here.
Yeah, I would too. It's just a better team, but
Trust the guy who got you there.
Yep.
At this point.
Yep, agreed on that one. So, that's the matchup. So we have all the questions we're about to go through. So if you have any questions or concerns, please get them in now. We will read through them all from, I guess, oldest to newest.
Yeah.
Bottom, let's go. He's not my number one, but he's up there.
He's not mine. He is up there, but he's not my number one. Waller, Kincaid, or Strange?
Man, I really like Strange. But if Kincaid is healthy and is a full go and there's no problems, and I think he's the best tight end in that group.
Strange has been disappointing the last 2 weeks, and he's got Denver this week, which is also going to be a tough matchup. Kincaid, on the other hand, has been semi-disappointing as well. Dang,
it's gross.
He's become touchdown dependent, and he's got Cleveland this week, who is a actual, regardless of their record, is a tough defense. They
unless you're Tony Pollard,
only 18th most, 10.4 points a game. I want to Waller for me.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Waller. I Waller or Kincaid, whatever you decide. Listen, both guys are limited. Both guys are most likely touchdown dependent. If you're just going to go straight up on just touchdown needs, then Waller. But if you want some yardage to go along with the touchdown, I would say Kincaid. Depends on your team needs.
Yep.
Are you safe with just a floor play, or do you need a shot in the dark play?
Yep. Sit one full PPR. The league winner himself, Travion Henderson, according to Josh. Rico or Brees? Which one are you sitting?
Brees. Bum ass Brees.
Jonathan, I don't know what you said about Chimere, whatever his name is, DK, but yeah, maybe put a period in between his initials or something. My entire lineup is up in the air for the semis. Where can I? Oh, yep, right here. That's I already answered that. We talked about this. No Tua talk here. Okay, Dart against the Commanders should have been a prime matchup. I stand by your decision there. Okay, I'm not really getting any of the questions. I didn't do a good job this time. Hi, guys. I have Kyle Pitts as my tight end. Should I pick up Colby Parkinson for Gadsden if London starts? Yes. It's
just safe to be that way. I don't see a situation where you're ever going to start Gadsden over Pitts. So even if Drake London isn't starting, I would still move off of Gadsden and get a piece that you may need. For example, if you're in a super flex, don't be me to go, oh, I'm never going to use Gardner Minshew and drop him like 2 weeks ago. And now I need Gardner Minshew. Just prepare yourself. Think about this. It just drives me nuts. There's a team in my league who's playing a team that lost Mahomes. And instead of blocking him, he kept some loser that's never, ever going to start for him in the next 2 games. Never. But didn't block. And he had more fab. You're not going to start these low-end guys in your bench. Prepare yourself in case an injury happens. You're never going to start Gadsden.
Oh, damn, you got him. You son of a...
What did I get him at?
185. I put 45 on him. I was purposely trying because I knew either you or Jacob didn't have quarterbacks because one only had one quarterback, and I was like,
I lost Mahomes. Yeah,
I'm gonna throw money in on him. Was that the league you were talking about where you lost Mahomes and you?
I dropped Gardner in 3 leagues a couple weeks ago. I was cleaning up all my teams, and I'm like, I'm never gonna use Gardner Minshew in like 3 leagues. Ridiculous.
I was really hoping I was going to be able to block you from getting Gardner, but I didn't put enough money down on it. It's fine. It's fine, guys.
You should have known I was going to go all in. Like, do you not know me?
I should have. Well, I thought it was Jacob that had him, not you. It's fine. No, never mind.
Are you sure I got him? I
You
did get him.
did. You got him for 185. Yeah. No bench league. This one's a good one. Would you drop Lamar for Brissett? I'm starting Brissett over Lamar this week in the playoffs. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
So you're assuming. I mean, if you drop Lamar, you're losing Lamar because somebody's going to go and pick him up. But he's got New England and Green Bay to end the season. Brissett has Atlanta and Cincy. Cincy in the championship.
Get Brissett.
I'm going Brissett. I'm sorry. Like, I make Lamar somebody else's head case, but Brissett is a floor of 18.7 points.
Gosh, that's so gross. The next, he has another question.
Yeah. Also, would you pick up either Harvey, Tracy, or Swift for Hampton? Swift has been so good.
I like the way they're utilizing Swift in Chicago. Tracy, man, he's been good, but I'm scared. I don't want to put my playoff on the line with Tyrone Tracy. No disrespect. And Harvey.
Yeah, which Tracy are we getting?
Yeah. So the safest pick depends. Do you need floor? Do you need knock it out of the ballpark? I think Swift gives you the floor and the knock it out of the ballpark ability. I think he gives you both of that.
Swift has Green Bay and San Francisco, assuming that, you know, they have to get some wins to really set them apart from Green Bay, especially this week in Chicago. They're going to have to use Swift because who knows when Roma Dunze will ever play football again this season. Cole Kmet is now hurt. So we're really looking at Colston Loveland, DeAndre Swift, and DJ Moore.
I like Swift.
That's their offense. So
safest floor.
Etienne or Rico?
Etienne.
Flowers, Sutton, Watson.
But don't be surprised if Rico goes nuts. I mean, someone in the Panthers game is going to go nuts. 100%. Anyway, but I'm going to go Etienne.
Flowers, Sutton, Watson, Terry, or Jennings. Pick 3. So we're not picking 2 of these players.
Okay. Flowers is my favorite wide receiver 2 baseline. Being Brian talked about that on Monday. He's like the baseline wide receiver 2. So I think he's a go. He's someone I'm going to pick. Sutton, Bo Nix is in a groove right now. We just saw both Franklin and Sutton finish very, very highly. Both of them were awesome last week. And then I believe Bo Nix was
Watson's questionable
awesome
this week. He's expected to practice today, so that's something that you're gonna have to pay attention to this week.
Yep. Terry for me is a no-go, always. I just hate Terry. I've always hated him. And Jennings, gosh, man, he scored 2 touchdowns last week. You're gonna fall into that trap.
Terry's got 22.6, 7.1, and 15.9 the last 3 weeks since he's been back.
I know. I just
twice.
I know.
Yes, Philly and Dallas. Philly this week. So that's tough. I would say Terry. As far as the last 2, it's between Jennings and Watson. Yep. I'd rather start Jennings though, because you don't know what's going to happen with Watson. And then with Jaden Reed coming back too, he's been getting more and more used each time he's played. So.
How can I hate Terry? Brian, there's not enough airtime. There's not.
Terry McLaurin went to the high school down the street from you.
Oh, cool. Ray Lewis went down to the high school next to me.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. He has a whole billboard.
Wonder if LaQuint Allen will take Tootin's rule or if Etienne gets. I think Etienne's going to get more of it. I don't think it'll be all of it, but he will definitely get more of it. Do we think Casey can still score a lot against the Titans? Using Chimere for return yards, but now I'm worried Andy Reid might not kick it to him all game.
Okay, so I have a theory on everyone's worried about the Chiefs and what do you do with these players? I have a theory, and it's a very small theory, that very common sense theory in my mind. Minshew is a decent, like he's not some Tyrod Taylor, no disrespect, or he's no, like he's going to go out there and sling it. He's the dude who tried to break his own hand in college or something to like get transferred, whatever it was. He's crazy. He's going to want to go out there and show out. And I think this is good news for the Rashee Rice managers and Kelsey. He's going to go out there and just try to win a job. Because let's be honest, they're going to need someone to start the season when Mahomes is out. And I think Minshew has shown that he can be like the new age Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's what he is. He's Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0. And I think he's going to come in here and show flashes. I think he's going to have a great game this weekend. And I think it's going to be great for Rashee Rice and the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Doesn't mean they're going to win the game. It just, I don't expect production to fall off that bad. And honestly, Rice has been so bad or mid the past couple of weeks. It can only go up from here. As I'm talking myself into that. As a Rice manager in many leagues. I'm trying to talk myself into it. Gosh.
Who has the most upside? Who has the most upside? Studkins or Rico?
You guys are just stabbing me in the heart and twisting the knife with all these questions. Man, Rico's got the most upside this week.
Rico.
Yeah. Gosh.
Viewers loved Gunnar Elm. So maybe that's where.
Yeah. You confused me. Brian, you confused me. Love you though.
If anybody needs cheap viewers, go to. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, people pay for viewers?
Not us. Hellman, God dang it, Brian! I need to stop pulling up your comments. Waller or Parkinson? I think we answered this one. We said Parkinson. Even in half, especially in half PPR. Cousins versus Arizona or Purdy versus Indy?
I'm going to go Purdy versus Indianapolis. I think he's more consistent. I think he's safer. I think Cousins can go sideways at any moment now, and I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop, whereas Purdy's in his prime and better offense around him. I prefer Purdy in every way.
Arizona. Pretty even on points per game.
Pretty even. I just feel more confident
like 18th and 20. Yeah, I definitely see that. Don't like that at all.
Let me just explain it this way. They both had the same weapon, as in all they need to do is throw it -1 yard, and either Bajan or CMC could take it to the house, which gives them it wouldn't give them points because it's -1 yard. They can throw it 1 yard and they'll take it to the house. They also have Drake London and Jennings who can make big plays. Like they also have Pitts and Kittle who can give big plays. It's just for me, I'd rather have the safer version than Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I don't trust Cousins. I don't trust him to repeat what he just did.
He played Tampa Bay.
Play Tampa, yeah. And there was before that game was even played. I think it was Thursday day, like before Thursday Night Football. They showed the last time that Kirk Cousins played against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he scored 4 touchdowns and all of these fantasy points. I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go Purdy. I would not be shocked if Purdy scores under 15 this week, though. You're here first. Brissett, Goff, or Stafford, 6-point passing touchdowns. Oh God, I want to say Stafford, but at the same time,
I want to say
Jacoby.
I don't want to say Goff. 6-point touchdowns. That's pretty massive. That's different than, of course, the regular standard 4. Detroit seems like Goff is finding a rhythm. They're at home. They're indoors. Amon-Ra just went bananas. Again, Jahmyr Gibbs is that extra weapon. He just needs to dump it off 1 yard. There it is. Whereas Brissett, I mean, I like Stafford too, but we're missing Javonte Adams. That could be huge. I'm going to go ahead and pick Goff in this match.
Stafford on Thursday night against Seattle. Don't love it. 7 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. Goff has got 6 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks, but he's got Pitt at home. And Jacoby's got Atlanta at home. He has 7 touchdowns the last 3 weeks, which none of those are this week. So I'm going to go with Brissett. Not upset about Goff, though. Not Stafford. Start 3, Chase, Rice, Jefferson, Evans, and Woody Marks.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Chase, Rice, Evans.
Yep.
I love that you have Chase and Jefferson. Same. That's amazing.
I just beat somebody that has Chase and Jefferson because he started Jefferson. Fun. Egbuka or Naylor? Oh, God, Naylor.
I'm only gonna go Naylor here because I just liked how Addison revived him, and that was funny. No, to be fair, Naylor, I go ahead.
He has the most red zone points on the Vikings this entire season.
Yeah, I like Naylor over Mbuka. And that's hard for me to say. That's difficult for me to say.
It is difficult to say, but this is the world we live in. I'll add one of that. Egbuka or AD Mitchell.
Gosh. You know, AD Mitchell's he's on my waiver wire right now in the league. I need to fill in a flex, and I don't want to pick up AD Mitchell at all. So I'm still gonna stick with
where's the line that you need? Where's the line? Do you need 10 points? Because if you need, do you need 8 points? Because if you need 8 points, Egbuka's your guy. If you need 20 points,
that's the thing. You're right. It's all about your roster.
Adnight might be the guy. So if you need a safe bet, Egbuka. If you need, God, I'm down 40 points, I need to get closer, AD Mitchell's your guy. Oh, God.
Sure. Oh, it's so gross. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a player in the middle of a season get traded and then just like completely make his career better because he went to a crappier team?
Crappier team? I don't think I've seen that. Maybe we got to do some research into that.
AD Mitchell right there. Bowers or Parkinson?
Parkinson. What was the appeal? What I tell everybody in the preseason? What I tell everybody? McBride is a better tight end. Pick him first over Bowers because Bowers needs the volume. What is Bowers not getting? The volume. So if he's still not getting the volume, I don't think we could pick Bowers in this situation, to be completely honest. But I don't see myself benching Bowers, to be completely honest.
Purdy or Brissett for the ship this week. Dang, you got a week 16 championship. I'm going Brissett for the title.
Gonna go Purdy for the title, but I can see Brissett. He's safe, man. He's been so safe. I'm the kind of guy where Robbie Anderson, he is so safe. And then when I played him in the championship game, he got me 0. I don't like rolling with guys that the shoe will fall one day. And I don't want to be caught holding that bag.
Atlanta. So, okay.
I know.
Arizona plays them at 4:05 p.m. at home. Purdy's got to go to the East Coast to play on Monday Night Football. Do you really want, I guess if you really want to get to Monday night and go, I need 20 points, give me the 20 point. I guess go Purdy then, because then you could go, well, maybe.
Doom, let me just paint the picture. You're down by 12. It's Monday night. You're going to grab yourself some high noon, some chicken wings. You're going to watch your quarterback win you the championship game on Monday Night Football. And you don't have to watch the whole red zone and watch for this. You're focused on that one player. Dude, there's nothing like it. I love playing primetime players, especially in championship games, because of that aspect. Now, I know that's a terrible way to look at stuff, but just imagine that. If a player is close, I usually tend to lead to the primetime game, but I also tend to lead toward the most safer player.
But what if you're down 20 and Purdy has only gotten more than 20 points once this entire season? It was against Tennessee.
Well, Doom is a very he comes back, or he or she comes back. He comes back every single week, watches all the shows, has taken the advice. 100% Doom is scoring. Doom's probably the number 1 seed. We're good.
Okay.
Not gonna be down 20. He's not playing Kyle Pitts.
Dak, Dart, or Brissett?
I'm worried about Dart this week. I picked up Jameis just in case.
Vikings, yeah.
But Dak, he's been so good all season, but he has the Los Angeles Chargers. That's going to be a little tough. So I guess Brissett for me. See, in this situation, I take Brissett.
I think I actually might end up moving Brissett up to a top 5 quarterback this week.
I think I'm going to rank Purdy really, really high this week. Just let everyone know.
I'm currently at 5.
Who?
Purdy.
Yeah, he's going to be high on my list.
He's playing against a secondary that is playing there. The corner 3 and 4. So
Quick percent here.
Parkinson or Loveland? If London doesn't play, first Parkinson or Loveland. I'm going Parkinson.
Parkinson.
If London doesn't play, Reed or Michael Carter. Reed.
Steven, I see your question in the chat. Thank you so much. We'll get to you real quick. Let's do one more and let's get to Steven real quick.
Yep. Well, let's just get to Steven right now. Half point PPR. Would you drop Warren for Parkinson? I have McBride already. Also, first let's start with this one. Drop Warren for Parkinson. Which Warren?
I'm assuming it's Tyler. I'm assuming it's Tyler Warren.
I'm going to assume Tyler Warren as well.
Yeah.
But I really need to know which Warren. But I'm going to assume it's Tyler Warren for Colby Parkinson. I have McBride already.
To be fair, I think I would go Parkinson.
I would too.
Just because of all the situations we talked about earlier where Adams may be out. Parkinson's has been on the rise. Tyler Warren has Phillip Rivers. It's a different offense. It wasn't the same offense as it was with Daniel Jones. So that for reason if you want to, I would pick Parkinson up over Warren. You have McBride already, so it kind of is a moot point. You're never going to bench McBride, but if you're blocking, it makes sense. As far as Judkins or Henderson, I don't see a situation where I could start Quinshon Studkins over a league winner like Trevion Henderson. He's got cake matchups the rest of the way. I know I'm known for calling that a couple weeks ago for Justin. So I'm going to go Trevion Henderson there. And as far as Burrow or Dak, I'm going to let Justin handle that because my emotions will get in the way. If I could cut Burrow, I would cut him in all my dynasty leagues because nobody's buying him. And I think I'm done. So I'm going to let you answer that one.
Dak against the Los Angeles Chargers, right? They don't allow a lot of points. And
Burrow's
the
got
Bengals,
Miami.
Oh, God.
Yep. I mean, to me, it's Burrow. But, man, I am so done with that guy. I'm done.
I'm really tired of the Bengals in general. They have literally nothing to play for this season. So this could literally mean anything at this point. That's the really sad part is that you just don't know what Bengals you're about to get. Even with Jamar Chase getting 16 targets, 10 receptions last week, I mean, Burrow still scored 7.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go Dak because Dak actually can still potentially make the playoffs. So I think they're going to have to. God, they play the Chargers who allowed the least amount of points to the quarterback position.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup.
Hold on. I need to just look up one more stat. I'm going Dak. I'm going Dak. He throws the ball 35 plus times a game to CD George Pickens. I'm going to have to go Dak. I know Burrow's got Chase. I know they're playing Miami. I know they have nothing to play for other than contracts and just, for the love of the game. But Burrow's not even fun. He already said that. So I'm going Dak Prescott.
Yep. And then the last one, T-Mac or Mbuka. I think we answered this, but you might have been here earlier. T-Mac is playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is the number one option, and everybody goes off against Tampa. Just, for example, Kyle Pitts. There's a long list of them. Where Mbuka is now the third fiddle on this offense. And he hasn't really been the same person since Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. And honestly, he hasn't been the same person since week 10, I feel like. He's hit that rookie wall. So T-Mac for me.
Yeah.
And thanks for being here. I haven't seen you around. We're live every single day, Steven. So hit that subscribe button. I know you're on the Fins Talk Sports Network right now. I know you are. If you want, please come over to the Fantasy Now Plus page on YouTube and subscribe to us as well. So I really appreciate you, Steven.
Let's get back to a couple of these questions. Let's see. Fannin or Kelsey?
Kelsey. Although Fannon's been the tight end 3 overall over the past 3 weeks. But he had a massive game a couple weeks ago.
Njoku's also been out as well, which doesn't help. Andrews or Gadsden this week?
I hate Andrews so much.
I do too. I'm done with him.
Oh, you are? You finally are?
I hate Mark Andrews.
How long did this take for you to finally be on my side where I just don't want anything to do with Mark Andrews ever in my life? Because you've always come at me with, he scores the touchdowns. I'm like, dude, he sucks.
I mean,
I
he
know.
was. Remember, I'm
He
the one
hasn't-
that caught him last year, and then he immediately turned around and became tight end 6. So I think I'm going Gadsden against
Yeah.
Dallas.
Gadsden against Dallas.
One
for
wide
sure.
receiver, one flex. Godwin, Pittman, Coker, Vele. That's the wide receivers. I'm going with Coker. And for
I
the
like Vele,
flex,
but Coker's fine as well. But I do like Vele.
Coker and
You
Vele.
guys talked about Vele on the show yesterday, I believe, and he's been hitting it with Shuck. So I do like.
I go with Coker and Vele on that one then.
But I like Gainwell. Hey, did you guys hear the quote from Aaron Rodgers? I know I got to get. We got 4 minutes left, but did you guys hear the quote from Aaron Rodgers about the cast-offs? Hilarious. If you haven't heard it, just Google Aaron Rodgers cast-offs. Best thing I heard all day.
Parkinson, London, or Warren? This is the question up here is I don't know what is the question coming back up. It's not showing for me. There we go.
You're
Parkinson,
frozen.
London, or Warren?
Parkinson, London, or Warren.
Am I back?
Warren, you're back now. If London plays, play London. If London's out, I'm assuming that's the running back, Jalen Warren. I'm still going to go Parkinson.
I'm assuming that is Tyler Warren because he above it said Parkinson or Loveland, but either way, I'm still going Parkinson.
Yep. So we all meet there in the middle.
Warren, Igbuka, or Woody going against Jonathan Taylor and CMC. Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We really need. I really need a J Warren or T Warren for now on. For everybody out there with the Warren questions, I need Jalen Warren or Tyler Warren. Because it's confusing.
If it's Jalen Warren, I'm going to go Jalen Warren in that situation. If it's Tyler Warren, I'm going to go Igbuka. I just don't trust Woody at all. At all.
Starter Knicks. Waddle or DK Metcalf?
You know, Waddle is trash. I can't stand him. Like legit can't. I wish he was off the Dolphins. But DK Metcalf, he's a way better real life receiver than fantasy. He will have his games. He's up and down. But man, you can't. But guys, what we saw on Monday night, Waddle and the Dolphins were in the freezing cold temperature. They suck in that area. Waddle has been good, but not great. DK's inconsistent. This is awful. But I'm definitely going to go against the worst defense. I'm going to go Waddle against the Bengals. But it's gross.
I'm going DK.
Okay, you're going to go DK? Tell me why.
Because Cincinnati Bengals give up the 28th most points to the wide receiver position. It's the one position that they can actually cover. And with a new rookie quarterback, that is concerning for me. I don't even know who Pittsburgh play. Who does Pittsburgh play? Where do they play? Detroit. They allow the second most points to the wide receiver position. So I'm going to go with DK Metcalf over there. Rapid fire questions here. Naylor or Booty? Naylor or Booty? I'm going Naylor.
Naylor.
Mike Evans or Rico Dowdle, full PPR?
Big Mike.
Charlene's bragging.
Yeah, must be nice.
Powers would be wide receiver 1 with Brissett. Yeah, he
would.
Start Kenneth Gainwell or Jacoby Myers. I already have Warren and DK in my lineup. Jacoby.
Then you got to go Myers because you have to diversify. But I would take Gainwell out or put Gainwell in and Warren out.
Yeah, I agree. I upset the number 1 to get to the title game. It's a 48-team 4-division league where the 4 division winners play in week 17 for the grand title. Oh, okay.
Right on, dude. You must have pits.
Cool. McPherson or Bates?
Sure. Is that a kicker question? I ain't got time for that.
Bates. Dallas looks like they quit last week. Yeah, they did. Hendo or Bucky?
Henderson. League winner.
Jared Goff or Josh Allen this week?
How are we sitting Josh?
Buffalo's got Cleveland. How are you sitting him? He's in the MVP conversation. You can't sit him.
But I wouldn't mind Goff.
Josh. Bench all Raiders. Yes.
Yeah, even Genty.
Maybe even
I'd
Bowers.
play Carter over Genty, yes. Maybe
Yes.
Parkinson over Bowers, yes. But definitely, I have not started Genty in 2 weeks.
They got Houston this week. They're not going to score many points. Parkinson or Waller full PPR. I think we've said this one. Parkinson.
Yep.
Need a J or T for Higgins. So you are correct. We run into that same issue with T Higgins and Jaden Higgins a lot. KC, Philly, or New Orleans?
Defense wise,
yeah. Philly's got Washington.
New Orleans
against Marcus Mariota. New Orleans has the Jets.
New Orleans has Jets. New Orleans.
Yeah. Tyler Warren or Parkinson? Thank you for putting Tyler in there. I'm going Parkinson. Also, flex RJ, Diggs, Carter, Burden, or Reed.
Carter. No, RJ. I didn't see RJ in the front. RJ.
Juwan Johnson, Parkinson, or Warren. Parkinson. Is Parkinson is he our tight end 1 this week? He might tight end 2 behind McBride.
McBride's tight end 1. Come on.
Tight end 2.
And last question.
Sutton, Derrick Henry, or Wan'Dale Robinson. I haven't heard Derrick Henry's name in a very long time.
That situation, I'm gonna look out for Wan'Dale. I like him this week, but Sutton to me is the most safe pick in that entire question. So Sutton for me. And you're welcome.
Agreed.
Bad luck. A
lot of you guys are watching on Fantasy Now Plus on the YouTube channel. So if you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button because we are going to be back again tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about the fantasy rankings for the week.
And those 5 of you that are watching on Finstock Sports Network, I subscribe to them as well. But come on over here, friends of the show, Bobby Finstock. We get along just great. He's my co-host on Saturday night, friend of the podcast, friend of the show. So come on over here and subscribe to us. We would definitely greatly appreciate it. We are back tonight, 8 p.m. with Topher, and I think we have a sub for Flores. John, I believe. Is it true? Is that true? I got that right? So watch them. It's our rankings versus the expert rankings. They talk about that as a fun show. Look out for Get Tilted either Thursday or Friday with Brian, because that's an amazing show. We have so much content for you guys, so stick around. Even if you are eliminated, we will be putting out content, whether it be daily content, daily fantasy, underdog, best ball, or of course your playoff matchups for next week. So thank you all for watching. This is Josh Kimmel. That's Justin Bowerly. This is Fantasy Now Plus. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be good. That's all. Peace out.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.